MagicBrad, Synergy Cafe, and the Synergy Collaborative. And I have a new friend online, actually an old friend from a while back, and she's local here in Asheville, North Carolina. And her name is Joy. Joy, are you there?
I am, Brad.
Hello. So we're both in Asheville right now. I'm going to be moving back to Minneapolis, but it's raining, isn't it?
It is.
That's just part of life, though. It's good. It makes everything, it cleans the earth, so to speak. So, Joy, how long have you lived in Asheville?
Brad, I don't know if you know, but I'm actually a little bit southwest. I'm in Brevard, so it's 45 minutes from Asheville. I have been here 8 years,
I think that's kind
and
of all Asheville.
you count it.
Brevard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people count it, some people don't, but yes, about eight
The
years.
greater metro area of Asheville, I guess, because I'm
There you go.
actually really in Arden, which is,
Ah,
so
okay.
it's all good. So the general Asheville area. Now, your last name pronounced, is it Rose? How do you pronounce
Reese,
your last?
Reeser.
Reeser, Joy Reeser. Okay. Are you are you married? You got kids or?
I am divorced. Living with actually my first partner after the divorce and my second partner after the divorce. Um, Two grown sons, 30 and 27.
Whoa, you don't look it.
I know I am older than I
That's
look.
because of your joyful attitude, right?
That could be the joyful attitude, the gene pool that I'm from, healthy living. I've made good choices, so maybe it was not a lot of alcohol and sugar and coffee. And so
Typical.
yeah, I do look younger than I am.
So now that you're at this stage in your life, what is it that you're doing?
Oh, Brad, I love that question because I've healed into my given name of joy, and I am bringing peace and joy wherever I wander through my being, my presence, through a book that was recently published. I can show it here.
Good.
This is Go Enjoy an Alphabetical Adventure.
Now, that looks colorful and fun. Is it a children's book or is it just the child within book?
Exactly. It's got this childlike cover, and it is for anyone who reads from whatever age, 6 to 86. It's to inspire people to deeper joy in their lives and to more engage and love their lives. It's written in that essay style and with poems supporting some of the essays so that it's not a book you need to sit down and read a lot of at a time. You can pop into it, read a short essay, and pop out again and receive a spark to your day,
Sort of like a coffee table book.
perhaps, or a nightstand, or any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that what you do then? Are you a writer, author? Is that your main thing?
Well, I guess I have multifaceted. I have aspects to myself that come under the umbrella of my company called Joy on Your Shoulders. So the bringing joy through my being now through this book. Also, there are wares that I've been offering in the world for a few years, such as this batik one that says joy that can be worn or displayed anywhere in your home or put on an altar. And here's another that says love. So I pay local seamstresses to make these batik wares. I have offered journaling classes before, and writing I do also a lot in that I put out an e-zine free to subscribers.
So that's refreshing to know that you're not in a box. Some people, because I do magical entertainment also. That's what I got started. So then you're a magician then, right? Well, no, I do other things. I do some marketing. Oh, you're doing social media, right? And they try and put you in a box. So you're somewhat of a manufacturer. You're a speaker. You're a workshop facilitator. You're an artist. You're a author, speaker. So that's wonderful. It's an umbrella. which
Thank
we
you.
could use
Yes,
on
and
the
the more
rain.
I works for the rain, the more I've healed into who I am, the more aspects of me are developing and are being offered in the world, I would say.
So where do you do your work? Do you stay pretty much local, or do you travel and do workshops, or do you work out of your house, or do you have an office or a studio? Where do you do what you do?
I do what I do a lot from my home. I also have been on the path for the last year and a half of traveling to spiritual conventions where I've been offering my batik wares. And now that I have the book, I will see where that journey takes me, but I will start by contacting churches and groups to offer that I can be a speaker. I gave I call it a book presentation at my spiritual center on Sunday, and it felt so completely comfortable to who I am, and I didn't get a nervous stomach, and I feel like it was a great practice of this group of people who know me and love me already. Um, so told them a little bit about the book and gave them an engaging exercise to do with one another, to hook up with someone they didn't know so well and to work with that person answering a question, and then read a little bit from the book. It was a good format, and I believe that I will be taking that on the road. Yeah.
Okay, I got one other question, and then I got something to, well, one and a half other questions. One is like, I was kind of curious. Are you like an early morning person or a late night person? Do you get out, do all your work in the morning is that when your creative thing is, or are you at night?
It varies,
Oh,
but but yeah, I'm not a real routine person. I'm more, how is it flowing today? Do I feel creative this morning, or do I need to wake up longer, and will my creativity kick in at 11 in the morning? And like last night, because of my schedule, I was creating my monthly e-zine quite later than normal, and it worked out fine.
okay. I'm early morning. After as soon as it gets dark, I'm done. But so I all my creative ideas come in the morning. So I always like to ask that and kind of find out what drives people. But the final question, then I want to get from you how we can get a hold of you. But the final question is why? Why do you do what you do now? Why aren't you like a seamstress, or why don't you work at McDonald's, or how come you're not like a barista, or maybe why do you do what you're doing?
I love that question, Brad. Wow. It just feels like a total reason that my soul came here, to be given the name Joy, to have such a crazy joy squashing childhood, to really desire to heal into who I am. And with this healing into who I am, it feels destiny like to bring the joy, spread the joy, be the joy. It's that's why I'm not a barista or a seamstress.
Well, I always ask that question because it gets down to, I mean, it's usually, when I got out of high school, I was doing magic through high school and grade school, and that's what I was doing. And then when I graduated in 1975, everyone said, you need to get a job. So I got a job, and after a few years, I got laid off. I was working for the county parks and rec department, and that wasn't my passion or calling, but that's what I did. And then I got laid off, and I thought, what the heck? So I went to drafting school and learned how to do design drafting because everybody said, you need to learn a trade. And that worked for a little while, and then it fizzled out. So I've gone back to what I'm passionate about. That's marketing and connecting people and the magical entertainment. So now things are going because I'm in the flow. And you were given a name for what you're supposed to be doing. So that was kind of nice.
Exactly. And there are those who believe that I chose it. They will, and that I whispered it into my parents' ear. And when I asked my mom, like, tell me about my name, Joy, believing she would give me that sweet bundle of joy answer, she said, if you were a boy, you were going to be Roy. And that didn't land real well, but I just smiled. Thank you, Mom. Thank you for sharing. But I really believe that I came here to heal into who I am with this name of joy, because, I mean, smiling comes so easy for me. This is this deep joy and peace that I am. It's very hard for me not to smile. And people remember my name all the time because they say I have brought them joy. So it feels rather destiny-like. Yeah.
It makes sense. I bet when you whispered that joy into their ear, it was real loud and they didn't quite hear it and they heard Roy. What's that? No, that's not it. I was going to be a Brenda instead of a Brad. That's what my mom said to me. They said, you were going to be Brenda, but we found the handle. So I'm Brad. Anyways, here's the final question. How do we get a hold of you? How do we learn more about what you're doing? Do you have a website or whatever you want to give out to let people find you?
Oh, thank you, Brad. Yes, I would definitely. So www.JoyOnYourShoulders.com is my website. And then Facebook, I now have 3 pages. The personal page for Joy Reeser, the Joy on Your Shoulders page, and as of late last night, the Go Enjoy an Alphabetical Adventure book author page that I was able to open. And my phone, I'm happy to give out. Well, now maybe
they'll find that on your website. So it's Joy on Your Shoulders, plural, right?
Correct.
Joy on Your Shoulders. And I'm assuming you have a way to contact you there if they're looking for the Facebook pages. That works.
I do.
Good. You have one normal focus. I use MagicBrad, so that's how they can get a hold of me. Just Google that, you'll find me somewhere. Okay, JoyOnYourShoulders.com. Perfect. Well, that's it. If you want to hang on, we'll chat a little bit further, but I'm going to sign this one off. I appreciate you taking the time on this rainy day, but what better thing to do than to spread some joy on the internet, right?
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Peace.
Thank you, Brad.